What's going on, people? Welcome back to the GalacticOz Podcast. Take 2 here. Abdullah interrupted the last intro, so we're doing it again. I'm so.
The World Cup of collabs, Azam. Come on, get back
The
to
World
it.
Cup of collabs. And look, man, we've had some incredible guests. Last episode was Sugar Sean. A man that has appeared on the Galacticos for 3 episodes. That was his 3rd episode. Now, this man right here is a man that I met in Qatar, just like some of the other boys that I met. Mind you, I did know about their show. I knew what they were about, etc. But I didn't know the personality. And I still don't know. I'm still a bit like, I don't know what we're going to expect from today's episode. He said he had a few hours of sleep, but yet again, England achieved a big result yesterday, so I'm not sure what kind of energy he's going to come with. This is Yani, lads. Yani, listen, man, I don't know how to introduce you, my brother. Should I introduce you as the ball knowledge guy, the incredible host? Should I just let you host the show? I don't know what to do with you. I'll be straight up.
No, listen. You drive, brother. I'm just here. What's going on? Let's go. Very excited. I was in Box Park Croydon last night. Box Park Croydon is just, I don't know, just some big area. Everyone's just going crazy. So the energy was crazy. Do you know what I mean? It's just all mad. You're all singing the mad songs. And obviously the English, they do sing song better than anyone. So it's just all a big vibe. Everyone's getting litty McVie. And yeah, I'm still pretty pumped, to be honest. But it's a pleasure to be on, lads.
Absolute pleasure to have you, my brother. Absolute pleasure. And we've got some big games to react to.
GalacticOz.
There you go.
Hold tight. What flipping name?
Yeah, that's good. You see, there's something in there, bro. People don't understand, bro. It's the GalacticOz Podcast. It's very special, this name, bro. But you're a Galactico for today, my brother. You got signed big transfer fee. And it's for a reason, because we expect some deep football knowledge today. Okay, because there's some controversies. We need you to
Have no
answer some
fear.
questions.
I'm a savant of the game.
Good man. Good man. You know what? Let's start. It's only right that we start with it. Let's start with Norway against England. A game that we said was going to be a very close game. And you know what? It felt like that. And it felt like it was going to be quite evened out. But you know what, my bro? It's time to say it as it is. Abshir said it on the pod this past week. And Faisal left the pod as soon as he said it. But is it time? Is it time, lads? Jude Bellingham is the greatest midfielder of all time. That's a good start, Yani. That's a good
Yani's
start.
going to leave now.
Welcome to the Galacticos. Oh, Lord have mercy.
It might be time.
Oh, Lord.
If you want to go early, you can go early. I have no qualms with you going early on that, mate. It's a shout. It's an interesting shout.
I think it's way too big and it's way too early. Now, Hasib, you weren't impressed when he said that. I wasn't impressed, obviously. But this man just keeps on returning, bro. And he keeps on doing it every single week. And you know what? He is, I will say it, he is the most important player of England. And part of the reason I say that is because there was an interview that he did right after the game where a journalist asked him, what do you think of what Thomas Tuchel had to say about, the mentality or whatever, about the game? And he said, maybe he's right, but maybe Thomas Tuchel doesn't know what it's like to play against Erling Haaland, Martin Odegaard, etc. And the only reason I think he would say something like that is because he knows there's no way he's going to get dropped. He's the most important player. He could say whatever he wants. If he dares to put him on the bench, the whole country is jumping on his back. And he's right. He's the most important player. He's the most important player, and he could say and do whatever he wants. He's turned up 2 goals today. Literally dragged them through all the way to the semifinals, and this is what an achievement this is. And taking it back to the Euros of what he did there, and then backing it again at this World Cup, it's absolutely incredible. And the flowers have to be given right now. But realistically speaking, Hasib, what do we say about this man, bro? Are we? There's still some people like Lee Gunnar who are saying this guy's just busy. He just gets busy on the pitch.
Nah, bro.
Right?
I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear that because Jude Bellingham, bro. We got to stop talking about whether he's a number 8 or a number 10, because he is whoever the hell he wants to be. Cause honestly, this guy is absolutely amazing, bro. The leadership, the way he plays. Bro, what's wrong with what's wrong with being busy? What's wrong with having that work rate? And you need that kind of work rate, 120 minutes of absolute walking everyone off the park. Let's talk about this, yeah? Grace against Mexico. Bro, this is echo is crazy. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think
bro,
it's Yani. Yani, you can mute yourself until you speak, by the way. I think it's Yani. If
Is
I'm
it?
not mistaken. I think so. Yeah, try again. I'll mute myself as well.
No, I think
go
it's
for it.
fine now. I think it's fine now. But yeah,
might have been
sorry.
Yani.
Like, so brace against Mexico, and then now a brace against Norway, bro. Like in the round of 16, and now in the quarterfinals, bro. The first person to do that since Diego Maradona in '86 when they went on and won the whole thing. That is absolutely mind blowing, bro. It's absolutely insane. This is a midfielder with the instincts of a number 9. Absolutely disastrous for Norway when he comes on. But I want to talk about like I think Norway were very unlucky, in my opinion. I think there's a lot of controversy to talk about as well, which I didn't notice when I was watching the game. I only noticed it after when people were pointing it out. The ball hit the spider cam at the top and then came down, and then I think that's when they scored the goal. I think I can't really remember, but that's one thing that I'm happy to look forward to because I'm sick and tired of controversy when it comes to Argentina and Messi and whatnot. So we can move forward from that. But I think the first couple of 15, 20 minutes, I think Norway was all over England. I think England didn't have a sniff. And I think a lot of the substitutions that Tuchel did for the England squad, they were the right substitutions, but I don't think it impacted the game as much, except for that Saka, the Saka one. I think he brought on Eze. I didn't even realize that Eze was on the pitch. I think Jet Spence had a massive impact. I think Saka had a massive impact, but I think it was all Jude Bellingham, man. I think it wasn't pretty, but they did the job, and I think they thoroughly deserved it at the end of the day.
It's brilliant, man. Abdullah, I think we didn't expect much from this England side, and yet again, they're not the most amazing team to watch, yani, in a 90-minute game. But I think it's Hasib, I think you're the one who said it. You don't have to be pretty well doing it as long as you get it over the line. Is this good enough to go all the way to the final and maybe even bring it home, you think? Abdullah's question is for you, by the way. You can unmute yourself here.
I think the team is good enough, but I think my worry for England is the weaknesses are in areas that oppositions will be dangerous in. I'm thinking more even if they get past Argentina, going up against France, their fullback, if Reece James isn't fit, that's where the real weaknesses are. But today's game, I think England. I disagree with you, Hasib. By the way, I think the first 20 minutes England dominated, and then after the hydration break, Norway came out and took a little bit more of control of the game. Jude Bellingham, he's the truth. There's no questions about it, and to me, it's not just the moments. Because when you have the moments and then you have the overall performance, it's like a player that just does the right thing, does the right things wherever he gets the ball. He moves it on when it needs to be moved on. He runs with it when he needs to run with it. I've said this multiple times. He picks the right pass when the right pass is there to be picked. And when the moments are there to be taken, he's the one taking them. That first goal, that looks easy. He makes it look easy. But to have the control of the ball in an area where the defender's pressing you and you're running into a space where there's two other defenders, it's like it's the level of tech is extremely high. And then also the audacity to think this is what I'm going to do. There isn't even, he could have held onto the ball on the edge of the box, tried to have a shot. He could have just turned on it and played it out wide to Madueke, but he took the touch inside and ran inside and finished it himself. And then his second goal is just anticipation. He's genuinely, and this is where I want to move the conversation on to Yani, because there were murmurs before the tournament of people saying that should Rodgers start ahead of him? There's questions asked about this guy, even though he's delivered in the past. What's that all about?
I think it will happen across sports, across eras where the talisman's always getting questioned. And I think, there's a deeper societal, reading into why Jude Bellingham is getting loads of stick. But I think overall, he didn't really show up much last season. We weren't really seeing his highlights. He was obviously injured. He's got that shoulder problem. And I think English people were just watching Morgan Rogers, a little bit of shiny new toy syndrome kicked in. But I think those of us that understand football, what, Jude Bellingham? Like, why are you talking about Jude Bellingham? Just it's on the team sheet, bro. Just first one. It's the first name. what are you lot doing? You know, it's like all over the timeline. You'll be seeing Jude Bellingham, Morgan Rogers. You know, who's it going to be? I was fascinated by the idea that Jude Bellingham on the bench, sitting there thinking, what are we talking about? You know, I was trying to follow and figure out if Tuchel's really going to play Morgan Rogers. He played him a lot in the qualifying games, and so it's just not a question. It's just such a non-starter, and I've gone and watched Jude Bellingham a few times around Europe, and my words, and I watched him at the World Cup. Yeah, watching him live, bro. Do you know what? Yeah, you see them guys, they're so petulant. They're screaming at the lino all day. They're flipping shouting at guys. Flipping. Do you remember that story of Jude Bellingham when he started digging out senior players at Dortmund, saying that he can't pass a fucking ball. Boyed it. But he's got such a high level of tech and balls. And I just think, he's just thought he's the best player on the pitch for ages. He used to play 2-3 years up. He just thinks he's the best player on the pitch. The only pitch that he is not the best player on is the one with Mbappe on it.
Fair enough.
Other than that.
Nobody else.
That's it.
All right. Fair enough. I think, look, this was supposed to be a Haaland moment. This is a man, by the way, who has knocked out Brazil. and you know what? In his first World Cup, he's at 7 goals right now. But this is, Hasib, not to bring it back to Ronaldo, but this is the example that we have of a player who doesn't get on the ball, doesn't get touches. He barely had any touches today. Like, I think Jude Bellingham even touched his bum during the game or something. That was probably one of his best touches during the game. Like, he's a mess, bro. He was an absolute. He didn't do nothing this game. But people look at that and they're like, oh, okay, this is just an Erling Haaland performance. What do you expect? Like, he's not gonna get on the ball. He's not gonna do anything. But when he does, and he does put the ball away, people are gonna give him the credit for what he deserves. Can we be harsh? Can we criticize a player like him when he doesn't get on the ball, like a game like today, regardless of what you say of what the midfield did or whatever? Can we be critical of him not doing anything? Because I haven't seen anything online of anyone criticizing Haaland at all.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like with Haaland, you got to accept him for who he is. I feel like it's not about being harsh. It's about accepting the player's ability. Like, we all know he's not very technical. He's not gonna, get the ball and dribble a couple of players. He's just gonna be in really good positions, and he was in a good position. And there was this particular moment that we're gonna talk about where Soloth had the ball on the right hand side, bro. That was outrageous. From that, he's not a winger. First of all, I don't understand why Soloth started as well, because this guy, it was 2v1 against John Stones, out of all people, and he could have easily slotted Haaland in, or he could have had a shot early on. But this guy just waited and waited. But you can't give England's defense that much of a.
Step in, Hasib?
Yeah, go on.
I think that was brilliant defending, but it was also like a top tier. Maybe they have top 10 respect moments. This was top 10 disrespect moments, because what John Stones did was like, I want you to shoot. He just cut off the pass to Haaland. He's like, I don't think you're good enough. Go and have the shot yourself if you're a man.
Abdullah, I was going to mention that.
And the guy was just, Soloth didn't know what to do. He didn't want to take the shot. Go on, Yani.
The problem with him is I saw another angle of this of his attempt. Yeah, I saw another angle. It was a fan angle, because he never even looked up. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, it was brilliant.
He was clean through. Bro, it was 2-on-1.
Yeah.
He was clean through.
Yeah. Outrageous, bro. Like, he could have just, because he has the individual quality to do that. So he was not even close. If you look at it, his head was down. He never even looked up. And when he looked up, it was way too late.
Yeah, there was a window. Where he was clean through. Yeah. And then John Stones makes the decision, goes, right, yeah, you do it, bro.
Bro, Yani, if I was
a big man
and I was Erling Haaland, I'm throwing hands, bro. Because as a striker, bro, you're only going to have, that Erling Haaland's just only going to have not even a handful of opportunities, maybe 1 or 2. And I think that was the opportunity for Erling Haaland, bro. And I feel like when you take that away from him, that is crazy to me. That is absolutely crazy. I think that should have been, that they should have converted that into a goal. But I think you're right, Abdullah. John Stones need a lot of credit for that kind of defending and his positioning off the ball.
Abdullah, would you say Norway should be proud of what they've achieved, or do you think they could have gone deeper into the competition? Because it's surprising how far they've gotten, yes, but given the likes of Brazil that they've gone through, and given the likes of how they, did so well in the group stage, I think they only lost to France, wasn't it? And, that's expected, really. But should they have come out with something better today? Maybe even taking the game to penalties?
I think they lost to France with their second team, but that would have given us a little bit more of a measuring stick than what they did to Brazil. Because I think this England game proves that Brazil were actually rubbish. And that's why Norway took care of them as easily as they did. Like, they literally weren't really proper competition. So now, for Norway to get past England today, I think everything needed to fall their way. Like a moment like the Soloth chance, you can't not take advantage of that. And then there was another opportunity where they closed down John Stones in the box and he made the mistake, and it just didn't fall for Haaland. It fell behind him. So little things like that need to fall your way when you're the smaller team against the higher quality opposition. And today they didn't. So I think England do deserve to go through. And I also want to give a lot of credit to Thomas Tuchel. I love me a reactive manager. I love a manager that sees something and does something about it. He saw in the first half that England were playing pretty much in the final third. They were all the way up pinning Norway back. And he thought, okay, I don't need a defensive midfielder. And that was when they went 1-0 down, because I watched a little bit of his press conference after. And he said, I made the decision when we were 1-0 down, and I didn't want to change my decision once we equalized. So he took Declan Rice off and went with 2 10s straight away. Then when they lead, he brings on more defenders. Like, he just adjusts to every situation. He's not the type of, like, for example, we were criticizing the Egyptian coach for their 2-0 up. He didn't change the system to protect the lead. He was just making like-for-like subs to give people minutes. Like, there isn't a reaction to what's going on in front of him. And that's where the difference between the top managers are and the managers that don't really get you over the line. So I think he deserves a lot of credit. And yeah, I don't think Norway deserves to go through. They feel robbed because some of the decisions didn't go their way, but I think England were the better team.
Now, Yani, I have to ask you this because there's a bit of history between Argentina and England at World Cups. If you want to take it all the way back to 1986, where Maradona did you guys dirty with that quote-unquote hand on guard, and then the goal of the century, and then bring it back to when England played against Argentina in 1998, I think it was, when David Beckham scored that penalty. Missed that penalty, was it? Or got a red card. And then in the 2002 World Cup, he scored a penalty to kind of redeem himself. But there's a bit of a rivalry between Argentina and England. Now you guys are going to be playing them again. And now there's even more controversy because Argentina are kind of being probably the most hated team in this World Cup for many reasons. You know, racism, how they're treating our boy Speed, but also the controversy with regards to the refereeing, FIFA wanting them to go through, the FIFA president kind of being on their side. How do you think this game will turn out? It's Bellingham against Messi. I never thought would have said that in the history of my life, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's a great question. We're going to fucking pack them in. The silly little Argentine fucks are going to get fucking sent home all the way back to their silly little country near the Falklands. Argentina could not and do not want to deal with England at the minute.
That
is
confident?
My honest assessment.
Really?
I just think they don't want it.
Fair enough.
I really think they don't
Time
want
for
it.
England to say football, Hasiba.
Bro, it's because never in a million years I imagine England versus Argentina, bro, because I hate both these teams. I don't like England, I don't like Argentina. But for me, it's like, who do I go for, cuz? It's a lose-lose situation for me. I don't even know what to do, cuz.
You know what to do, cuz. Come on, fuck them.
Yeah.
I think to be fair, it is peak. They're both peak.
Yeah.
I reckon I do agree.
The whole world's going to be with them, though.
Yes. Sure. Honestly, bro, like I do agree. I feel like I'll go for England because this tournament, no one annoyed me and like Argentina did, because I'm sick and tired of Argentina. Even today, bro, I was so upset. I was in the pub today. With my friends, and I was watching the game, and I was watching the McGregor fight on the left hand side. There were 2 TVs in front of me, cause I'm getting upset after upset, bro. McGregor breaking his leg, and then here you have this guy just going an absolute screamer that couldn't go any more top bins. And I'm like, bro, I'm sick and tired of this team getting saved every single time. But I'm going for England this one, but we'll see what happens.
Realistically speaking, though, Yani, what do you think? How do you think this game is gonna go about? Like, because Argentina, as well as they've been playing, they haven't really faced any competition. This is probably gonna be the first. Because today, honestly, guys, today we were supposed to get the greatest game in the history of football. It was supposed to be Argentina against Portugal, and that never happened. And Argentina didn't really have any kind of team to kind of test them. Besides, even Capo Verde brought it to them, if we're being honest. But this is really their biggest test against England. How do you think they're gonna cope with it? Because in the end, you've got the greatest player of all time playing for Argentina. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I thought you were talking about Jude Bellingham. Okay. I'd like to open a question to the room. Are we the underdogs?
I don't think so. I think you're favourites. I think you're favourites. I genuinely don't think Argentina have played a tough opposition yet.
Okay. I think that's why we're going to pack them in. The way that they have played against some of these teams. Now, I must respect the World Cup. Is difficult. Look at how France. This is why I'm not too worried about England. If you look at the France game with that Paraguay low block. Now they were outstanding, and when I say outstanding, I mean just like outstandingly, shockingly South American. That was the biggest shithouse performance I have ever seen in my life. They pulled out every single trick in the book. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Every single thing. Every dirty play, they checked it off. It was like a masterclass. The dirty fucks. France couldn't break them down, which is why I wasn't too worried about Norway not breaking them down. Thomas Tuchel must be pissed. I watched the interviews, by the way, before we came on. And Tuchel must be pissed because I don't know what now flipping. They couldn't break down the low block. They couldn't get hold of the ball, maybe. He's just talking about the quality. I guess a lot of passes are going off. You started Noni Madueke, you fucking knob. Oh,
why did he do that? Because he started Saka against Mexico.
Listen,
Saka is fit to start.
No, maybe he's not. In their
doesn't
eyes,
make any sense.
Who knows? All I must admit, right, is that not he must look sharp every day. Great, he's light on his feet. He can take a man on. Oh, mate, and I'm sure he's great in training. But my word, but the matchup against Argentina, to bring it all the way back around to your question, I think we shall deal with it by trying to beat them up. It's going to be a very feisty game.
Yeah,
it's going to be a very feisty game. The Brits, the English, and the Argentinians have already started fighting. In terms of fans, so I think we're just going to pay some power in, bro. Little P&P jobby.
Yeah.
100. McAllister, we've seen you, brother. We know you. We know you. Now, if Messi can go ahead and beat this England team, which is shaky at times, I must admit, really thinking about it, you've just got to call it a day for Messi. Like, he's just in a different stratosphere. He gets to a stratosphere that he wasn't even in, which I didn't think was possible. But my word, if we get Argentina and France again, that will be chaos. So this is, as I'm speaking candidly, this is me certainly not discounting Messi, as you've called us the favourites. What a player.
Yeah, I genuinely can see Messi scoring a hat-trick against Pickford. I can picture that right now. I could see it happening. But at the same time, like you said, there's one thing about this game that is going to be very undoubtedly that is going to happen, which is this game is going to be dirty. I can see like 6-7 yellow cards, maybe a red card, some shenanigans
Christian
happening.
Romero,
Sandro
Martinez. This is going to be disgusting.
Because shithousery.
Hopefully it's high-level disgusting.
Yeah. Even Jude Bellingham, bro. Shithousery at its peak, it's going to be, bro. 100%. But I'm going to love it. Let's get into the other game of the day, which was, look, We kind of predicted it correctly here. We said this is going to be either 3-0 win or a 2-0 win. 2-0 win to Argentina. Look, they won by a 2-goal margin. Like you said, Hasib, it was kind of a banger out of nowhere. And this player is a player that I really wanted to start for a very long time, and he did get his start finally today. And he's a brilliant striker, bro. Well, I'm surprised he hasn't got as many goals in this tournament as some of the other guys, because to me, if in world football at the moment, besides Harry Kane and maybe Mbappe, if you want to classify him as a striker, there's nobody in the world that's better than this guy, bro. He's actually a top striker, bro. And I would love it if Barcelona can get their hands on him and not just, do a little tweet and some bullshit. But that's a conversation for another day. But one thing that we have to discuss is that red card, guys, against Embolo. Again, Hasib, don't start, wallahi. By the way, last episode, I asked you, I told you, I think I know your opinion when it comes to Argentina. It looks like I don't know your opinion, because I thought you would be a bit more reasonable when it comes to the whole situation with Egypt. So I'm not even going to start with you. I'm going to start with Abdullah. Abdullah, what do you make of that red card, that Embolo red card? Do you think it's worth the sending off for simulation or not?
First of all, I had to chat GPT all of that whilst the game was going on, because the VAR check was for mistaken identity. Now, that VAR check would not have happened if Paredes did not get booked. So Paredes complained to the ref about the foul because it was a dive, and then the ref booked him. That's the only reason it went to VAR. So had the ref not booked him, they don't go to VAR for that. So the VAR, because Paredes got disciplined and he shouldn't have, because Embolo dived. So they went back because of the yellow card, and then the yellow card got switched. So that is the rule. That's what they did in the US game against Paraguay. Yeah. So they applied the rule correctly. But it's crazy to me how if it was like, because they can't go back on VAR for just yellow cards. Mistaken identity has been added to the things that they can go back to VAR for. And so because Paredes got a yellow card and he shouldn't have, because Embolo dived, that's why they could go back. Which, by the rule now, it's the correct decision, unfortunately. And that's extremely harsh on Switzerland, because I think at that point the game was very even, and Switzerland might have even won it in the 90 had it stayed 11v11. And after it went to extra time, I was watching the game with my wife, wallah, and at half time of extra time, she's like, they're so close, and they're with 10 men. I said, that's not how football works. Watch the second half. The heartbreak is coming, and I knew it was coming. They weren't going to last till penalties. No way.
It's crazy, because like you literally just mentioned that Messi had a very quiet night. No goal. He had one assist, but like literally just like 3 shots, I think, on the day. But like Argentina, there's some concerns here, because this is, I think, the third like knockout match in a row. You know what I mean? And they've conceded 5 goals throughout these last 3 games. And they always seem to be coming from behind for some reason. You know what I mean? So these are all like warning signs when it comes to this Argentinian defense. It's not the best. Now, Hasib, in saying that, what do you have to say about this game?
Because the thing is that when it comes to England and Argentina, we're talking about both these teams not being able to perform well, but I think Argentina are abysmal, bro. I think England are they have, even though the standard's pretty low, I think England's perform better than Argentina. But bro, I can't argue with the double yellow. I can't argue with that, because bro, how you doing that, bro? He didn't even touch you and you're diving. Let him touch you at least. So there's some sort of a decision to make. It's such a blatant dive that in my head I was like, what are you doing, lad? You're already on a yellow card and you've just let your country down. Save me the tears, bro. Because after that he started crying, and I'm like, bro, save me the tears, because you've done this to yourself. You know you were on a yellow card. You know you're against Argentina. So every single thing in the rule book that's in the page 99, the last page, where no one even checks it, where Abdullah had to chat GPT it, that's going to come into play. So you have to be very careful with these Argentinians, bro. So for me, it was very... And also, Messi going up to the referee's face, bro. Messi going up to the referee's face, pointing at him like this. Tell me one other player that can do that and get away with it.
Messi can't, Hasib, because Messi has earned it. Wallahi.
I don't give a shit, bro. Everyone is equal when it comes to the football pitch in front of a referee. There is no way
what did he say
Messi
to him?
gets
He
away
said,
with
talk
that.
to me with respect.
Azam, I don't care, bro. What are you talking? Talk to the referee with some respect, bro. You're going up to his like this. That's what you're doing, bro. How are you getting? And he's doing this as well. The last time I checked, 2 players got sent off because of that, bro. He did this, but nah, Infantino, one missed call, bro.
You're next level, bro. You're next level.
Well,
bro.
Azam, it's not even hating. It's the fact, bro. It's not even hating, bro. Yani, am I wrong?
All
am
I
I
will
wrong,
say, all I will say, brother, is that he is not the first superstar in the world of sports to dig out the referee like that. Listen, I understand you think it's top level disrespect, but there's a few guys that have been mad. And and the superstar just does that, bro. The referees are all like, oh, sorry, Messi. Shut up, blood.
I believe you, Jordan.
Mad.
I
It's
believe you,
actually
Jordan.
mad.
It's like that moment in NBA. Is that what it is, Jordan? I believe you. It's a mess.
I don't know, Michael. Okay. I
Is
believe you, Michael.
Is that what it is,
What?
Michael? Yeah, I believe
He
you.
thinks this is Disneyland.
Yeah, that's wild. No, that's too much.
I think it's Disneyland. But listen, but Messi's got that dog in him. I don't know what people think, bro. I don't know who people think my man is. He's a fucking autistic hound, mate. He is. He's got that fire in his belly. What a fucking shit dive, by the way. Seriously. What a shit dive. But I won't add any more on that. I think Hasib covered it fine.
Yeah,
it was pretty bad.
It was good, actually. I rated it.
Bro, like, I mean, like, if let him touch you at least, just try and sell it that way, but don't just blatantly dive like that, bro. The guy wasn't even close. And Paredes is known for these kind of fouls. So I was fuming when I was watching it. I'm like, why are they going to VAR? Because, it's Paredes. Like, he does this all the time. But then I looked at the thing again and I was like, bro, I had to shut up because I was screaming on the top of my lungs and everyone just looked at me after when they looked at the replay. And I was like, yeah, I can't defend that, bro. But well, like Abdullah said, if it was 11v11, bro, I think Swiss had the upper hand, bro. Switzerland were going forward with a purpose, and I swear they could have nicked the goal if it continued with 11 men. But I just knew there was going to be a dagger to the heart when it comes to the last 5 minutes or when it comes to extra time. I'm like, even if they take it to penalties, bro, Argentina are inevitable. With Emi Martinez doing what he does when it comes to penalties, psychologically, you're already defeated. Yeah. So for me, I was like, there's no way Swiss goes through right now.
Yeah, I'm flipping. I'm sitting there reminded of the fact that I stayed up or woke up at 4 a.m. to watch Algeria versus Switzerland. It was just, there's no point even talking about it, blood. My word. Nah, I've got smoke for the Algerian national team, but that's for another podcast. Listen, Switzerland are very good. Switzerland, for me, was super handy. All I'd say is they got players playing at a top level, athletes, I'm talking about these mixed race Donnies and flipping all them, man. Xhaka in the 10 can't really go wrong, or at least he's wearing the number 10. Do you know what I mean? 2 sturdy Swiss guys and a couple fast black boys up top. That's literally the formula, bro. That's the meta. That's actually, like, I'll be real, I totally agree. If Embolo didn't get sent off, I think they were going mano a mano 100% toe to toe.
Yeah.
But I want to see Argentina have weakness. Like, seriously, fuck them. I'm just not rocking with them. I got Argentina Messi shirt downstairs. That's because I like Messi, blood. Fucking Argentina.
No one really rates this team at all, bro. Everyone hates them, bro.
Hey, do you know what's crazy? The switch up's crazy because I was flipping, celebrating with the Argentinians at the World Cup final in 2022 with producer Nacho.
But you know what?
Yeah, Argentinians are sick, man. They gave me like barbecue beef and that.
Yeah.
You can stick your barbecue up your arse.
You know what?
Nazi fucks.
You know why nobody rates them though? First team in the history of the World Cup to reach the semi-final without playing a top 10 team, a top 10 ranked team.
It's crazy.
Like, we haven't actually seen them do anything too impressive yet.
And at the same time, a lot of controversy behind them as well.
Yeah.
And the racism.
So when we see them try and deal with England, then we can
it's the whole world against
give a bit
Argentina.
more respect. Yeah, but I don't think they can.
Nah, that's okay. That's okay.
Come on, man. I was saying the PR's good right now. We up right now. England, we're showing everyone that we're modern, adaptable, likable. We drink a lot. We sing a lot. People love Wonderwall. What can go wrong right now? We're up right now.
You're winning.
Yeah, well, bro, the PR for England right now is through the roof, bro. It's so funny to see.
We're up right now. Hey, we're big characters, cuz. And guess what? Flipping no, we speak English. Oh my God.
Lord have mercy.
We're moving ballistic right now.
we gotta talk about that goal, bro. That goal from Julián Álvarez, man. That is for me goal of the tournament because that was unsavable, man. Well, I'm like, again, a individual piece of brilliance just gets them out of trouble. And what a goal though, to be honest.
Do you know what? I think it's the moment as well. I'm watching it now on the edge of the box. Yeah, it must 1-1. It's extra time, 111th minute, eyes up. Oh,
yeah.
It's a joke.
It's a filthy strike, bro. It's really, really good. And
he's really got that in him. He's always been able to curl the ball.
That's the thing, bro. I can't believe
he doesn't. I wouldn't say
no goals in the tournament. He has no goals in the tournament. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's his first goal in the World Cup.
Yeah, bro. Lautaro Martinez has got 3 goals or something so far.
Madness, bro.
It's wild, bro. But
do you know what? Rooney never scored in World Cups, but never got penalised. I feel like I don't know.
I think Zlatan never got a goal at a World Cup as well. Like a few big players.
Well, Rooney did end up scoring eventually, but he was, it was on our minds. It was just like, how's Rooney going World Cups not scoring? But I guess he didn't really have that many. There was injuries for him as well.
Yeah.
But Argentina can definitely get it.
It's the semi-finals, lads. France against Spain on one side, England against Argentina on one side. And like Hasib said on his video, we've never had this before. I think this the top all of them are top 5 ranked in the world. So this is supposed to be the best in the world playing for the best tournament in the world. So hey, I think this World Cup overall has delivered, has brought us to this moment in the best way possible. Would have been nice to have the Ronaldo versus Messi game in the quarterfinals, but it is what it is. Now, we spoke about it yesterday for France against Spain. But Abdullah, I didn't get your take, bro. I think, look, Lamine Yamal, I've said what I had to say. I think he is yet to kind of arrive at this World Cup, which is a shame because I really wanted him to do something in the last game that they had against Belgium, because I thought that would have been not an easy moment, but like a moment for him to really just grab and be like, okay, this is my time. I'm scoring a hat trick. I'm doing something, something crazy. Even just one goal that's wild or that's amazing. But they're playing against France right now, and they're playing against the dictator. And I'm sorry, I don't see them having no chance at all. A lot of people are saying, oh, because they're going to control possession. France have never had an opponent that can do that. Hey, bro, possession is possession. But in the end, when you got that 4 up front, and I will say it again, this national team is the best national team we've ever seen since 2010, bro. This is an unbelievable lineup. And that front 4 is the best front 4 we've ever seen in any World Cup, in any tournament. But what do you have to say about that game, Abdullah? What do you think is going to happen? How do you think Lamine Yamal is going to perform?
I know why you're talking about Lamine Yamal so much. Only one man can say Spain. Mikel Merino. The truth.
Mr.
Mr.
Everyone's
Clutch.
the truth, bro.
Mr. Clutch. No, only Jude Bellingham's the truth. But I gotta hype up the Arsenal players. Come on, man. He's there, man. Huh? More World Cup knockout goals than Ronaldo, Hasib. What are we saying?
That's unbelievable.
Stop. Well, I stop.
Hasib, you liked it. You liked it until you mentioned Ronaldo.
Yeah, don't do that, Abdullah. You were going so well, bro. You were going so well, cuz.
Well, Lord, that is a great stat.
No. But Spain, I think even if Spain miraculously beat France, I don't see Lamine Yamal contributing to an amazing extent. I said the last time I was here. I said it's too hard for somebody to play themselves into form in a tournament. Like, it's so hard to turn your fortunes within a tournament. That's near impossible. And the fact that he's coming to the tournament injured, I think that's just unfortunate for him, because it's not like he fell off from the Euros. He's been having amazing season after amazing season. It just so happened that he was injured in the lead up to the tournament. And it's a little bit difficult. You need a good run of games coming into a tournament, so then you can deliver like he did when he did in the Euros. So it's unfortunate. His first World Cup has, so far in my books, has been disappointing. it's not lived to the expectations that I had for him. But you never know if they end up winning it. It'd still be on the record book as him being a World Cup winner.
That's what I'm saying. The guy hasn't really done anything. He scored 1 goal. He's had, I think, 2 assists or 1 assist. And his overall his performances, if it was any other player, would be like, it's a good performance.
Okay. Yeah,
it's a good performance for any player. But this is Lamine Yamal, and you know what? If he goes past France to the final, I know he's gonna turn up in the final. I know for a fact.
I hope so. If he does, but I don't see them going past France. Let's not be silly. Right. That French team, and we said this the other day when we had Bouvet on here.
Yeah.
Even if Spain control possession, that's a danger for them because that counter attack is gonna kill them. Olise, Mbappe, Dembele, Doué running at your back 3 or your back 4. Oh, come on, man.
Do you think it would be better for Spain to sit back?
Haram ball?
I don't know.
Oh, haram Spain.
Haram Spain. We've never seen
that.
The Moroccan influence.
Oh, God. Don't even get us started on that one. Oh, what a disgusting performance by Morocco. But anyways, Hasib, if he does go past Spain, because he did do it in the last time in the semifinals in the Euros, the top bins, he did that before. We've seen him do it. If he does, let's just say, and he does go and win this World Cup, is this an achievement that we can attribute to being, wow, Lamine Yamal, Euro 16, World Cup 19? Can we have that narrative? Or is it going to be further down the line? We'll be like, oh yeah, remember when Lamine Yamal did this? Because at the moment, I don't think I could say Lamine Yamal brought a World Cup home. I don't know. I don't think it's possible.
To be honest, I'm never going to count Lamine Yamal out. I'm never going to count him out. I've seen him do unspeakable things in a football pitch, bro. So for me, I disagree with Abdullah when he says you can't play yourself into form, but I feel like one game, it's more than your ability. I think it's the mental aspect of it. And I feel like being so young, and I just feel like the way he's played that Euros, he literally played like he had the whole country on his back. And I feel like he does have that responsibility. Even when they won the previous game, he was upset. He was upset about his own performance as well. So he really cares about his individual performance. I feel he will turn up. And I know I said that in the previous game, but I feel like he will turn up this time because I can never count this guy out, bro. And if I don't feel like they'll beat France, but I do feel like Lamine Yamal will turn up because I've been proven wrong before multiple times, and I'm not going to sit here and get proved wrong again by this 17-year-old. But I think we can put him in different conversations, Azam, because the last Euros they won, if they miraculously go through France, and I feel like anyone from this side will go on and win the World Cup. Yeah. That's what I feel. Whether that be France or Spain, sorry, Yani, but I feel like I'm not putting England or Argentina into this, bro. You had your fun. You've gone to the semi-finals.
Just take care of Argentina for us. That's it.
Happy with it. Take it and go home, bro. That's really good achievement for England. That's it. We're not going to get anything more. England's not going to win this World Cup, and so is in Argentina. But I feel like if he goes through, Lamine Yamal, bro, Euros he won, the World Cup, and then we've got a Euros coming up as well, where they have a very strong chance of doing something over there as well. I think those are uncomfortable conversations to be had, and very early on in someone's career.
So France versus Spain is the World Cup final, Hasib.
For me, yeah.
Damn. Yani, please correct us. Where did we go wrong?
You look crazy starting talking about my boys like that. You have no idea. Clueless. But on Lamine Yamal, I think he is moving just a little bit regular, ain't he? So he just needs to get that magic back. I think you shouldn't count him out either. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think, a player that good, you can't really be counting my man out. It's true. The dribbles look crazy. I wonder if he's injured. But I do think England can deal with France. I'll be real. I don't really care. Because we took it to them in the World Cup in 2022, lost by a Harry Kane penalty miss. What are the chances? Ridiculous, man. And I just think we've got enough quality for them, I'd like to think anyway. Although, as I say, thinking about Saliba and Upamecano, they'll start getting a little bit long. Hopefully Anthony Gordon will wraps up Digne. That's my preview. That's how it's looking. But in regards to Spain, I'm not really sure if they if they got enough, you can't really be having Mikel Merino as like your best player. You must be some dead team if that's the case.
Why not,
Sorry,
Yani?
guys.
Why not? Mikel Merino, bro, twice after the 85th minute, bro, he scored the winner.
Yeah. No, listen, mate. I hear it. He's the Spanish Fellaini.
Whoa.
He's the. Do you know what he is? He is the. Oh, he is the Santi Cazorla of Marouane Fellaini's.
Goodness me.
Wallahi, that
me.
makes no sense at all, bro.
Me. So he's the best version of a Fellaini that you can get.
He's the Santi Cazorla. You
Not
think
even the
Santi
best
Cazorla is the
Fellaini.
best version of a Spanish midfielder?
Yani, it's about being clutch. Bro, you could be Nicholas Bentner, but if you're scoring 2 winners, bro, you have to be clutch. We're talking about clutch plays.
Yeah, you're clutch. I hear it. No, I do hear it. I've got a question. Where do you think, or who do you think Argentina's most trustable players are at the minute, and where can we hurt them? So basically, who are their players that you're like, no, they're playing solid as opposed to playing iffy? That's open.
I think the reason why England beat Argentina is because of their system. When we had Abzi, it was saying how narrow they play. So they play 4 central midfielders.
Yeah.
And they're all across the middle. Like DePaul is on the right wing. That's not really going to work. He wants to come inside. He lacks pace. Even if he doubles up, he can get beat. So I think as long as England start Saka, and I think Anthony Gordon is going to be key as well. It's going to be your wingers.
Do you think we dominate the ball?
I think it's going to be one of those matches that's not really an obvious dominant side, but each team will have a spell where they're on top. I don't think it's going to be one-sided like that.
Also, to add to what Abdullah just said, Scaloni is extremely stubborn, bro. He's really stubborn. He's very loyal to the team that's won him the 2022 World Cup, because every single time they're the one that started. You have so much quality off the bench to be able to stretch the game out as much as possible to make it a little bit challenging for the opposition. You have Barco, you have Simeone on the from Atletico Madrid, you have Nico Paz that has an incredible season with what team does he play for? The Fabregas team, Como. So for me, it's like you have so much quality to bring off the bench to stretch the bloody team, but he refuses to do that. And for the second time, he started so narrow, especially when it didn't work in the previous round. He did it again with Switzerland, and it still they were not able to create much. It was a wonder goal that won them the game against a 10-man Switzerland. So for me, I feel like in terms of quality, I would say they are relatively similar, but I feel like I agree with Abdullah that the England system works a lot better than the Argentina system at the moment.
Yeah. I think this game is going to be very scrappy, boys. Well, I really think this is going to be not the best football game you will ever see, just visually, but also I think it's going to be one just on a counter, bro. This is going to be long ball after long ball or just counter after counter, and it's going to be like that through the entire minute, and it's going to be dirty, bro. It's going to be dirty.
We can do that, though. We can do that. Like, we've got legs, no? I swear. Yeah, we got legs, bro. I'd like to say one thing about France is back to the semi-final. They're playing against Spain. They don't mind not having the ball, bro. They're just like, yeah, go on then, we'll do that. Yeah, we'd love a counter-attack. Yeah, come on then. You have the ball. They don't mind. They're calm, bro. They ain't got a problem. I think a lot of the teams can, a lot of the teams can do that. Do both. A lot of the best teams, at least. I said that this front, before the tournament, I sat there and I was surrounded by 10 people on a video, and I said this France national team is the best national team ever. Wow. And I just, you know what I mean?
Called it
I was
early.
just getting flipping. I was just getting cooked.
Ahead of the curve.
And I don't know. It might not come to fruition, mate. What if they get knocked out in the semi-final?
No, I think they're going all the way.
Then I'm cooked. Then my shout is totally cooked.
The thing is, the domination, how they've just cruised past everyone, it kind of suggests that. Like I was telling Hasib this, like even the Spain team in 2010, they had some rough moments, bro. Like they didn't even have a striker, an out-and-out striker to get them all the goals. Like
they lost their first game to Switzerland, and then were scraping 1-0s.
1-0, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you remember, even like the final was dead, the most dead final ever, and they just won by one Iniesta goal. Even the semi-finals before that, played against Germany, I think, Carlos Puyol header.
1-0.
Like it's not. We haven't seen this, but the argument against that, Yani, is these guys haven't done shit. So they won the Euros. They won the World Cup in 2018. They got to the final in 2022, but they didn't win it. And then the Euros in 2024, they didn't win it. And then now, let's say they win it. That Spain team won a World Cup Euro. Like that was a dynasty. You know, it's very different. Even Brazil it was like 3 back-to-back World Cup finals. You know, if you guys remember, 94, 98, and 2002.
2002.
That's unheard of. You know, only 2 teams have done.
Yeah,
that.
but France from 2018 are gonna have done 2018 with Mbappe at the helm.
Yeah. They're gonna join
2022
them.
Mbappe at the helm. And 2026, these motherfuckers are gonna win it. That's what I said. I was just like, they're gonna win it. They were going, oh, you're talking hypothetical. I'm going, all right, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's not a prediction.
And Azam is just dependent on what their result is against Spain. Like if they destroy Spain, if they beat Spain 3-4-0, and then they win the final comfortably, this would have been like even Brazil 0-2. I was just looking at their fix and their results. Like they beat England 2-1 in the quarterfinals. It was a tie game. They beat Turkey 1-0 in the semi-final. Turkey, like the names that they're beating aren't what like Spain, what France have gone through. Now. Yeah. France have had to go through difficult teams, and if they're like slapping them up, it's like they're making a joke out of this World Cup, really.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because remember the 2018 World Cup, Abdullah, they were just slapping up everybody, like this. You know what I mean? It just felt like
get the work.
Croatia, come, Argentina, come. Everybody was getting it. Like even this one, it's gonna look like that if they go past.
It feels like that.
Yeah, and no one is gonna come close. I think it's all W's, right? They haven't even drawn once.
No, they won everything.
Yeah, there you go. And the top goal scorer is going to be the greatest goal scorer of all time in the World Cup. Bro, what are we doing? They've got the Ballon d'Or winner, current Ballon d'Or winner, probably the greatest World Cup player of all time, probably the best attacking midfielder or playmaker in the world at the moment, and one of the fastest wingers in the world, Barcola. And then you've got Desiree doing one of the most skillful players in the world. And then
the best centre-back in the world. Come on, man.
Bro, what a team, bro. What a team, man. Disgusting. But what a World Cup. This World Cup that keeps on giving. I do not want it to end. My wife told me I'm going to lose my personality once this World Cup ends. And it's true. I don't have anything else to do after this World Cup. I don't know. Hasib, what are we going to do after this, bro? Me and you.
Bro, I was thinking about that, bro. I was thinking about, whoa, hey, hold on a minute. Semi-finals are here already. So you're telling me there's no games on Monday, there's no games on Tuesday. Wallahi, what am I going to do? I have no idea. I'm like, damn, bro. Like then Wednesday, Thursday, we got the final. And then I'm like, bro, there's a massive gap and there's only 1 game left. And I'm like, oh, bro, it's very weird. But going back at what you said, Azam, bro, like usually when you have such high caliber of players, the best center back, the best front four, whatever, usually they're also one of the most likely to be able to bottle it. You know what I mean? Because you're talking about how they're going to fit, how the puzzle's going to fit. But bro, like they fit so perfectly with each other. They complement each other so perfectly. People coming off the bench, Zai Emery. Bro, Zai Emery, one of the best, midfielders this season for PSG. And then on top of that, they have N'Golo Kante as well. They have Ryan Cherki.
Yeah.
They have Doué come off the bench. Bro, they have Mateta. They don't even need him. He's just there. Bro, they would have had Ekitike as well if he didn't get injured for Liverpool.
Literally, bro.
We're talking about superstars on every angle, bro. So, and they're all meshing together. It's not like, Dembele's having an off tournament and then, Mbappe's carrying the team. Literally, Olise, Mbappe, Doué, everyone is carrying them in all cylinders. So it's like they can hurt you from every single angle. And that's what's so scary about this France side.
Yeah, that's the craziest part is that they all, not only do they play well together, they also like each other. Like it's crazy how there's no problems in that French side. Like I saw a video of Thierry Henry with them in the hotel. They're just vibing, bro. Him, Mbappe, Olise. It's like, bro. Portugal could only, wallah.
Cause don't talk about Portugal, bro. Biggest frauds, bro. Like, don't talk to me about Portugal. Don't say that. Because I am number 1 biggest hater for Portugal right now. Unless Ronaldo comes back in the 2030 World Cup, I am now a hater. I don't want them to qualify. I told you this already, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want them to qualify for the Euros. Lose every single game from now on, so you understand the significance and you understand the regret and you feel the regret of what you had.
Question.
Because that's gone.
If Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. comes back to Portugal, are you supporting Portugal?
This is a very tough conversation. It's a very tough conversation, Azam. This is stuff that I cannot answer. Only time will tell.
Azam, that's a great question for all the Ronaldo fans. That is going to be the most hilarious thing.
I swear to God, they're all jumping on the bus.
Carry on supporting Portugal for him.
Wallah, bro, that's a very good question, Azam. You caught me off guard with that one. You caught me off guard, Wallah, bro. Like, I don't know what to say.
The fact that he can't answer, that means it's a yes.
It's a tough one, bro. It's a tough one. Only time will tell.
Sensitive topic.
All right, can I just get it super clear then? So you and Portugal, your ties, everything, relationship is over.
Yani, that's with the Messi and Argentinian fans as well. No one goes, but there's no Portuguese blood in me. Like, I'm just doing this for Ronaldo, right? And they're pissing me off. There's 0% Portuguese blood in me, and they've pissed me off like it's my own country in the World Cup. Bro, how are you not able to perform with the players that you have? So for me, they didn't respect Ronaldo enough to be able to capitalize on his prime, to be able to, go ahead. And finally, when they have the team that can carry Ronaldo, they were even worse than what they were back in 2016. So it's wild to me. So I'm like, that's what it is. But yeah, ties cut, bro. No more.
That's good.
Respect, bro. Respect. I heard. Now listen. I'm sure it's not true, but it might be, that half the locker rooms of Bruno and half the locker rooms of CR7.
I would believe that.
And that would be mad. And you can kind of see it.
I believe that. I swear I would believe that. That's believable. And you could tell which players are with who, bro. Leao is with Ronaldo, for sure. Let's just get that out of the way. The black man is with Ronaldo, 100%. The brother is with Ronaldo. we can't say anything else. The rest of them, though, Vitinha, all the frauds are with Bruno. Isn't that right, Hasim?
100%, bro. All the frauds
Vitinha might be a fraud, man. Oh, he played for Wolves, mate.
Yani, what do you mean might be? He is a fraud, bro. You're telling me back-to-back Champions League winner cannot string 5 passes going forward? Come on, bro. Absolute fraud, bro. And then you talk about Bruno Fernandes. Don't even get me started on Bruno Fernandes, bro. This podcast is going to go on for another hour. Please stick with it.
We've had a brilliant podcast. Yani, that was an outstanding performance. Probably one of the funnest episodes we've had all of the World Cup, honestly. That was absolutely brilliant. Thank you for joining us. That was fantastic, bro.
Top stuff.
Respect. Cheers, boys. It was very fun, man. Very fun. Great way to start the day. It's Sunday. God's day, so don't do anything that I wouldn't do.
Good man. Well, lads, make sure you tune in, because we are going to be posting hopefully daily, but we're going to take a little break, because the next game is on Wednesday morning. So we'll just take maybe a 1 or 2 day break, and then we'll come back with some predictions and some preview of the games. But like always, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification bell. Check out Yani. He's got his own YouTube channel. We're going to be collabing with him. But also check out his socials, bro. He's posting some cool stuff out there. And like he said before this call started, he's on to bigger things, bigger and better things. You know what I mean? So make sure you check out his socials and follow him. Other than that, stay subscribed, follow us, and cheers. Take care.
All my niggas, we intimidated. All my they intimidated. Burn City, we intimidating. Got my young boy, he intimidated. All my shooters, they really aiming with them cold niggas. We ain't got no patience. Money talks in my conversation. One niggas, they are imitated. Ask my dogs, we intimidated. Ask my bro, we intimidated. How you poppin', no niggas hating, and I play the whole to keep